This is my friend Ethan. A while back, he came to me about wanting to start a fitness journey, and he was asking me for help. In this video, I'm going to be showing him a full fitness program to get him started off on the right foot. Okay, this is Ethan.
Hello.
Ethan, why don't you tell us your age, how long we've known each other, and a little bit about your fitness journey.
I am 28, turning 29 in just over a month. Scott and I have known each other about a year now. I grew up playing soccer. My dad was my coach growing up. He always pushed me pretty hard. And then it was right around my senior year of high school, I tore my ACL. I had that injury for about 5 years, re-tearing my knee over and over again. My doctor initially told me it was just a sprain, so I thought nothing of it and continued to push myself. It was during that year, that 5 years, that I really struggled with my weight. I had a hard time motivating myself to get up and get moving. And then once I had the surgery, I did physical therapy for about 6 months and my knee never felt better.
Talk a little bit about your current goals and why you want to lose weight now, and also have you tried to lose weight in the past?
I have tried to lose weight in the past. I've tried different diets. Majority of the time I would try dieting, it was not mixed with exercise of any kind. I think my least favorite diet I've tried was keto. Not a fan. My wife and I have talked about having kids, and I've always wanted to be in the best shape possible for when that happens so I can keep up with them realistically. But I've always dealt with body dysmorphia, and I've always felt like I've been the biggest kid in my class, even though I wasn't looking back at it. I'd like to get to a place where I'm happy with the way that I look and feel good with how I look.
Yeah, I tried and failed to lose weight a bunch of times throughout my journey. So in talking to you, I think you're in a really good headspace. I know you're going to crush it if you put your mind to it. And I think that getting married and having kids, some people see that as like a reason to give up, but I think for me it's like a huge motivation. So I think if that's something on your mind, I think that'll really help.
Yeah.
So.
And after I met Scott, he showed me the video of him and his weight loss journey, and it was really motivational, and I couldn't think of a better person to go to when I wanted to start mine.
Okay, so I think the number one thing for everybody and for Ethan that we're going to focus on is his diet. Unfortunately, diet is, I think, probably, some people say it's 90% diet. I think it's like probably 70% diet. I do think that exercise is really important too and helps you make, get the body composition that a lot of people are looking for. Like you don't want to just lose fat and not gain any muscle. But for a lot of people, the exercise is the fun part and the dieting is the hard part. But I really think there's some ways to do it correctly. So we're going to be focusing on two main things with Ethan. We're going to figure out his calorie goal, and we'll adjust that as needed as we go throughout the journey. And we're going to figure out how much approximately protein goal we want to hit. So.
And food's a tough one for me. I'm very much a foodie. I love to eat, and the holidays coming up are going to be a real test too.
I love to eat as well. I lost 100 pounds, and I eat every day. I eat protein ice cream. I eat. Kelsey and I every week eat pizza, burgers, chicken sandwiches, tacos. There are ways to do it. There's just healthier ways to. I think that's a huge thing for everybody, but I think that's something that I really am passionate about, is finding healthier versions of people's favorite food. All right, so talk a little bit about, I hear there's a challenge going on. So talk about why you're starting now and what the timeline is.
A friend of mine and I, we challenged each other. We're both roughly the same weight, same height. We both have the same idea of where our goals want to be at the end. So we're challenging each other. September 1st to March 1st, who can lose the most weight. That's also helping me stay motivated. I've always struggled with pushing myself, so having that challenge with somebody will help me keep it up.
I hear that a lot of discouragement, like, oh, I used to play sports, I was in such good shape, and now I'm not. Try to use that competitive fire that you still have to push yourself. I think it can be really motivating.
Yeah.
So I think that's great. AJ, we're coming for you.
Coming for you.
Okay, so we're going to use an online calculator called caloriecalculator.net to figure out what your daily calories are going to be.
Okay.
Do you know your current weight?
I do not. Okay. I haven't weighed myself in a while.
Okay, I have a scale. Let's go get your starting weight.
Fantastic.
283 even. All right. Okay, so it's 283 even. How do you feel about that number?
A little higher than I thought, but I'm pretty happy that it's not at 300.
I was 300. I was 301 when I started, so you're lower than I was. So Do you have a goal weight for the challenge? I can tell you what I think might be good.
For the challenge, I think 220 might be a bit much, so I'm going to say 240 for the challenge.
I was thinking about 240, pound and a half a week. But I think it's good to push yourself. We gotta have the holidays and stuff. But
yeah,
also at the beginning of your journey, it's not uncommon to lose. Sometimes you can lose 5 pounds in a week.
Anything past that is a reward.
Yes. I'm gonna have Ethan focusing on 3 main things throughout this dieting phase. 1 is gonna be food, so calories and protein. 2 is gonna be movement, so number of steps per day and workouts. And number 3 is gonna be tracking. So we're gonna have, how is he gonna track both of those things? How is he gonna track his weight, his food that he's eating, and his workouts that he's doing? Those are gonna be the 3 main areas that we're gonna focus in on. Okay, so we're on caloriecalculator.net. I'll do a screen share so you guys can follow along, but I'm gonna have Ethan just fill this out. The super easy way to start to get a calorie goal in mind. Keep in mind that this is a ballpark. We might adjust this quite a bit to see if it's working. If it's working too well, if he's losing too fast, or if he's not losing, we can adjust this. But this is a great place to get your starting. So I'll just have you go ahead and fill this out. Maintain weight is about 3,100. Mild weight loss, 2,800. Weight loss, 2,600. And extreme weight loss, which is 2 pounds per week, would be 2,100 calories. All right, so we've decided we're gonna go with 2,600 calories per day starting out. Okay, we're gonna start you off with our goal for protein is gonna be, we'll do 170 grams per day. Protein, one of the ways I like to do it is 1 gram per pound of goal body weight. So, but I think 200, you'd be feeling really good at 200 pounds, but we're gonna start a little bit lower because your body's probably not gonna be used to eating that much protein and you're not gonna be used to getting it in your diet. So I think 170 will be plenty. So we'll start there. For food tracking, we're gonna be using MyFitnessPal. I'll show Ethan how to use that. He just set up an account. And for steps tracking, he has his watch, which is a Google
Pixel.
Okay, so, and then we should talk about your step goal. I think at least 10,000. What do you think?
10,000's doable. I think I could even push myself for 15,000.
Okay, let's say 12 and a half.
Okay.
And then if you get to more than that, that's great.
All right, okay. Cool.
12,500. Step goal. And then for Ethan's workout tracking, we're going to be doing my favorite app called Strong. I'll have him set up a free account on there as well. But the plan is for Ethan to do workouts Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You're currently not doing any sort of strength training or
not at the moment.
Resistance training. So we're going to start with 3 days a week. If he does more than that, that's great. But I think since he's not doing any right now, his body is going to respond well. He doesn't have a lot of access to a gym, so we're going to be doing a lot of body weight stuff and some bands and some dumbbells as well. I'm giving him a band set that I have. All right, so here's Ethan's starting physique. First of all, big shout out to Ethan for being willing to put himself out there on the internet to do this. That takes courage. Second of all, if you're planning to do a weight loss journey, I highly, highly encourage you, take some before video. I don't have any before video for my weight loss journey. I really wish I did. Helps you see all the progress you've made. Okay, Ethan, we're going to put you through a little bit of a fitness test. So there's no pressure here. This is just to see where you're at. You don't need to overexert yourself. This is just to get a test to see where you're at. And then
like a baseline.
And then hopefully we can keep improving as we go throughout the challenge.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do it.
Cool.
After that little fitness test we did for Ethan, I got my bands out and showed Ethan some workouts that he could do at home. I wrote him 2 workouts. I wrote him an A workout and a B workout, and I'm going to have him doing those 3 days a week, alternating, just so he can get some good resistance training in. I don't think Ethan has lifted weights or done any resistance training much in his life. I think maybe a little bit in high school. So I wanted to make sure that I could at least get him some base level knowledge here so he could get started off in the right place. Okay, Ethan's done the resistance portion of the fitness test. Now we're going to do a little cardio test. How do you feel about that?
Hate cardio. Let's do it.
Let's do it. He said he could do 5 battle ropes. So he did 20. So we'll get even more than that at the end. So great job.
Thanks.
How do you feel?
Horrible, but great.
Horrible. Great. That's kind of how working out goes.
Yeah.
Okay, so we're doing the battle rope, and Ethan did awesome. He did way more than he thought, but he actually ended up throwing up.
I might puke.
So I may have pushed him a little hard, but
Push myself. I told him I could do 5. He said by the end of the challenge I could do 20. Pushed myself to do 20. Might have regretted that, but I did 20.
he's trying to jump ahead of the results here. So he's feeling better, but that's why we're here. We're gonna it's gonna get easier and easier.
I owe you for the Rice Krispie. Thank you.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll plug that into MyFitnessPal right now. All right, Ethan. So we've talked about food, we've talked about exercise, we've talked about tracking. I'll be working with Ethan. I talk to Ethan all the time, so I'll be working with him and checking with him all the time. But at the end of the day, Ethan, this is going to be you pushing yourself. You're going to I can't do it for you, but I know you can do it.
Yeah.
I think you're going to do an awesome job. Today is August 24th, so the challenge starts up in a week. And then we're going to do a midpoint check-in video, see how Ethan's doing. And then we're going to do a end of the series video at the end of 6 months to see all the progress. Be sure to stay tuned. Ethan, the people are tired of me telling them to like, comment, and subscribe. So can you do that?
Do it.
Like,
Comment, and subscribe.
And subscribe. Stay tuned. We'll see you soon.
Hit the bell.